Michael Monroe Goodman grew up literally hanging out backstage at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville. Now a seasoned country music artist himself, Michael has headlined performances at Wrigley Field, Soldier Field, the Grand Ole Opry House Stage, Chicago Motor Speedway, NASCAR race, and so many other locations. He is certainly one busy guy, and he joins us now to share what he's been up to and a new single. Welcome, Michael.
Hey, how you doing?
So good. And, you know, I am so excited to know somebody that grew up backstage at the Grand Ole Opry. So was it just kind of destiny that you would become a country music artist yourself?
I always say it was I was cursed to be a sad singer of songs growing up around a lot of great country legends as a child.
Well, that's for sure. And I know you were actually named after a country legend as well.
Yes. Bill Monroe was real close with my family, and so they asked for his blessing when I was coming into the world, and he was very excited that my middle name was Monroe, and it was to me kind of grew up. He was like Uncle Bill because he was just always around all the time. You know, the family's always hanging out with him and going backstage and stuff.
Nice. Do you, the memories started so young, do you have memories of anyone that really stood out, maybe a George Strait or a Dolly Parton or someone that, you know, that really you just said, wow, I want to be like that?
Actually, yeah, I mean, growing up around Bill and stuff at the Opry, I did vaguely remember because I was real young. And I kind of just took it for granted because I just kind of thought that was everyone's regular life, you know. But then it was actually when I was a very young teenager, it was the movie Pure Country when that came out with George Strait. And I watched that movie and I was just like, had some connection to it. I'm like, I feel like that's the kind of life that is meant for me. And so from that moment on, I've always been a huge George Strait fan. He's one of the best vocalist that's ever been. But, you know, when I seen that movie, it kind of connected me. I'm like, I just kind of saw myself in that movie. And that kind of started my downward spiral of, well, this is what I'm going to do the rest of my life.
We're going to say an upward spiral because we're very impressed with your music. And even though I know you're from Nashville, as we discussed, you live now in California and you have a new single. So tell us about the inspiration behind that.
Well, I've got this new single. It's coming out April 2nd. I wrote it a couple years ago in a songwriting session that I did. I kind of wrote it. The inspiration for writing it was thinking of, like, you know, when you're young, you kind of go out and party, make a whole lot of mistakes and do a lot of things that might get you in trouble. But then when you usually you find a good spouse and you settle down, but there's still a little bit of that rambunctiousness in you. And so the song's kind of like a romantic song about a couple that, you know, they've grown up and they got kids or whatever, but it's like, but every once in a while they still like to, you know, be a little bit rambunctious. So it's a song, the song's Only If It's With You. And it's kind of like, you know, it's like, yeah, sure, we'll go out and cause trouble, but it's from a place of, being with the one person you love, and so it makes it a lot more special to be out causing trouble or whatever with
in a controlled environment, as we say.
In control, you know, having what to say, a partner in crime, you know.
Right, there you go. Well, we'd love to hear a little of it if you wouldn't mind, and we again, April 2nd is when it drops, and we're so happy you joined us, Michael. Hope you come out. Maybe we have our wonderful Stagecoach that'll be happening next year, 2022. So we hope to see you out this way when you have time.
Oh yeah, would love to get out that way. Not too far from me. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So, Michael Monroe Goodman, thank you so much.
All right, here you go. All right. Well, we didn't get home last night until early this morning. Well, I woke up in the kitchen and nothing but my cowboy hat, with a half-empty bottle of Deco and lipstick on my pickle. I'm feeling more banged up than an alley cat. Well, I for my turtle dove. You were naked as a jaybird crawling on your hands and knees. I said, babe, I thought we settled down. We're too old to be painting the town. Well, I'll never forget what you said back